Peter Choharis, he is the principal in Choharis Global Solutions and an adjunct fellow at American Security Project. Peter, we are not looking at your grandpa's or your dad's Soviet Union or your dad's Communist Party in Putin. We've got something growing in the former Soviet Union, unlike what we've seen before, right?
I think that's correct. A lot of people are saying, is this a new Cold War? And obviously, it's not a new Cold War, but as I stated in an op-ed recently, it might be a new cool war, and I don't want to be too cute about that, but this is not Russia cannot project the way the old Soviet Union could into Latin America and Africa. It's not going to foment rebellions. It doesn't have the global reach, but it does have regional power, and it's seeking to expand that power.
And it does, but it also has, what I mean is that you've got a capitalist kind of system that has merged with this totalitarian system that is coming, and so you have an ability to act quickly, have the power of the state and the resources of capitalism that is grabbing onto energy, great energy reserves.
That's right, and it's something that we, I think, have to take a close look at. How do we respond? They've been able to use capital markets and private investment very effectively. Now, some foreign investors are discovering it's kind of an unsafe territory in which to invest. And a number of companies, big, major oil companies, powerful companies like Shell and BP, are learning that it's not necessarily a safe place in which to invest, and that's all working its way through.
Did you see a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was last week, that I read a story. And to me, this sent off alarm bells, but you know, I'm a boob on TV. You're an expert here. Where it said the state was taking over the wheat production in Russia. To me, that says they're doing the same thing that they've done with oil.
I argue that actually in my op-ed that this is part of a strategic plan. I think they like their companies to make profits, and I think they certainly like to attract foreign investment, but they're using their companies strategically as part of their political goals as much as it is to try to make money. That's absolutely true.
So should the Ukraine, which has an awful lot of wheat, should they be feeling a little like Georgia does because of their pipeline?
No, I think they should be feeling nervous, and are feeling quite nervous, quite honestly, but it's not because of the wheat. And you know, we grow a lot of wheat. There are a lot of sources of food. I think the point about food is that Russia will probably use food in certain places, perhaps in the future Iran. There's nothing that's saying that they won't sell wheat to Iran. Perhaps I think some place like Egypt would be a very interesting place for the Russians to explore. But they will use their wheat commodities the way they use oil and gas strategically.
Do you agree or disagree with me, or can you explain why would Iran come to us? Why are we doing this? I mean, not us on our side, but why are they doing it? We're the great Satan. It must have killed them to buy all this wheat from us.
One thing about Iran, and I think it becomes almost a cartoon caricature. Iran is not Ahmadinejad. There are lots of different power centers in Iran. Some of them compete with each other openly, and some of them quietly. So Iran needs food. If they got a good deal from us, they're going to take it.
Okay.
So it's more complex than just us being the great Satan.
Real quick, because I've only got a couple of seconds here. Yeah, we're always told this lie that the rest of the world is just waiting for us to lead the way on global warming. I see the way Russia is just piling on the carbons. Are they waiting for us to lead the way on global warming, or do they give a flying crap about an invisible gas?
I do think that, but Glenn, the real answer is what this really underscores is alternative energy is not just something nice for liberals or conservatives. It's not only important for American business, but it's crucial for American security. Right. We can't keep staying dependent on hydrocarbons. It's bad for our security.
Okay. Peter, thank you very much. Now, coming up,